Hello guys, and welcome to episode 18 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough, playing as Integer on Rising Tide. And today we're continuing our war with the American Reclamation Corporation after they declared war on me in the previous episode. So what we're going to start by doing is ranged attacking this Reaver with my capital. We do have a Whisper here. It will probably be destroyed in the next turn, but we've tried to do as much damage to the naval forces of America as much as we can, really. We have this Brazilian prime battlesuit approaching Weisheit alongside a Punisher, so we're going to have to deal with those at some point. And meanwhile, over towards the Franco-Iberians, we're really crushing them into the ground at the moment, and I am going to continue to do so as we move on to the next few turns. My plan really is to take Ainsa and Prosperity up here, and then what I'm going to do is peace out and leave them with Berat, and we're going to use the peace in order to get the technologies from them, because currently they have a similar affinity to me, but we're starting to get that annoying pillaging noise again, and that's from me going off map with this pillage tile here. The mine there not going to be effective for a little while, so you can see if I sort of move away from it and then come back to it, the noise will replay every now and then, so please ignore that as much as you can. I know it's annoying. We are cooperating with the Pan-Asian Cooperative at the moment. I don't want to ally with them, mainly because it will bring me back into war with Australia probably. Although they have peaced out with each other, it's just Pan-Asia's been really unpredictable in this game. I allied with them originally because I thought they'd be helpful, or I thought that the agreements I could get with them would be helpful, and they are, but just I don't need to be allied with them in order to take advantage of that. And if I am allied with them, all I do is expose myself to be at war with multiple nations I'd rather not choose to be at war with. Anyway, my trade unit was destroyed by CEO Suzanne Fielding. That's not good. And I think everything else is okay. Right. Let's move on to the next turn, unless there's another unit to move. We do have heralds to use, and we can actually use those to attack the Reavers, so we are going to do just that. So that will get rid of one Reaver for us. We still have an Arbiter sailing around below Blauvold, and that seems to be it. So let's move on. Elodie admiring my territory size. And we're being attacked by a Geliopod from stealth, which is not good. But my CNDR is not going to die today. It is fortified, so that will help it remain alive. And it does look like my Whisper is going to die this turn. Oh, maybe not. Okay, that was pretty lucky. It looks like the first Reaver got a critical hit. Right. So lots going on at the moment. It seems that the Australians and Brasilia are trading settlements, which is quite something. Anyway, at Demut, we're probably going to focus on the feed site hub now. We don't particularly want to continue building military forces. I don't think that's very ideal. So instead, I'm just going to focus more on building up my settlements again with new buildings. So anyway, we need to get our veterancy upgraded for this Whisper, and I think I might heal it up. Actually, that'd be kind of pointless. Let's increase the strength. We'll move back to Weisheit for now, and I'm not going to use the Whisper to attack this turn. We are going to use the Overseer, however, and the settlement. We also have our Arbiter coming down, and my Vortex. They are both nearly here to support, which is great. I'm actually going to get Entwicklung to attack the Scarab And I possibly could have used the Arbiter there to fully destroy that. Now what I'm going to do is try and take care of this battle suit if I can. Not sure I'll really be able to. I need to be careful that I don't put my Overseer in range. I think that actually is in range. But if we attack this battle suit with all my heralds, I think we'll destroy it. I'm not sure. And it might not be strong enough to really take out my Overseer anyway. Can we use these heralds first? Yeah, we can definitely destroy this prime battle suit. And my evolved CNDR can move into a more defensive position there. I might actually send this Hellion back down to Vector just in case. And the Prophet, that can fortify until healed now. So I'm going to move into Vespada. And actually that's kind of pointless. So where did that unit go? Can't see any enemy units around that settlement. Well, we're going to fortify my Educator in Vector anyway, and we're just going to keep this Arbiter very close to my Explorer and put it on alert for now. And I'm going to choose a production in Vector as well to get a feed site hub. Let's go for that. We do have 356 diplomatic capital. Might be worth spending that on a trait. So we are looking for a lot of health at the moment, so I think I'm going to upgrade this so that we gain 4 health for each active agreement initiated by us. Oh, okay, we don't want to change it, we want to actually upgrade it. There we go. And there we go, takes up our health a little bit more. Let's get these sabers on the move towards Ainsa, and we can set up again in order to attack that settlement. My Herald is probably going to attack the true Xenoswarm here. We do need to take care of these Franco-Iberian units as best we can. I'm probably not going to leave my Whisper inside the settlement because otherwise it has the possibility of being destroyed should that be taken over. I'm probably going to need a couple more airstrikes, so let's see if we can attack that true Xenoswarm again. And I'm going to keep this evolved CNDR fortified, and I'm going to see if I can use my other 2 heralds to attack the Jellypod. Looks like we can. They're just in range. So I want to destroy the Jellypod because it has the potential to do the most damage, especially once it gets upgraded. And I think I might actually move this Hellion up to attack the true Xenoswarm because I don't think Ainsa can hit my Hellion anyway because there's a hill in the way. Bravo. Let's fortify that Hellion in Liqueur. I'm going to fortify until healed my Whisper inside Veldgeist, and I think I'm just going to fortify this Hellion, although probably best we actually swap those round. I'm going to bring my Prophet around the bottom side here. Actually, we're going to move it near Farbase 1 so we can set up a trade route to that place there, and I'm actually going to buy some trade convoys as well while I'm at it. Let's see, I should probably buy one at Blauvold if I can. Oh, we already have one there. Vector, we've already got one. Let's build it at Eintracht, and we will get the trade convoy. Next time we can send that to Farbase 1. What else do we want to get our hands on? Possibly another TACnet hub to cover Liqueur, because at the moment this TACnet hub is kind of useless, I guess. It will help my CNDR heal, but that's about it. We do have a Jellypod coming up to Liqueur. I'm thinking maybe I should attack there. Let's at least hit it with the Prime Nanohive. think that's fine. Probably could have used the special ability actually, but we'll leave it at that for now. And I think that's everything. We'll probably have to move one more unit. Nope, never mind. Moving on to next turn already. 352 culture from our expedition, which is nice. And is my Hellion going to die? Yes, it is. Looks like too many airstrikes for me to handle. Weltgeist now being hit pretty hard by America. So we're going to have to do our best to defend against that. I think I'll have to use my heralds from Gran Exito, possibly. So we're going to hit it with all the ranged attacks we've got, including the Arbiter here. And of course the Whisper. Then I'm going to use a Herald to finish that off, I think. And can I then move the Vortex through? I think I can. And we can set that to alert. Okay, so that settlement is safe. Weltgeist, our capital. And our expedition is done there, so let's go pick up or set up another one. And city connections are broken, no worries. I really need a worker to sort out this bloody pillage tile, because that is really starting to annoy me already. Let's just head towards that tile. Okay, set up this trade convoy with Farbase 1 if we can. Don't know why we can't. Wow. That's annoying. Don't know why we can't do that. Are we already trading with it? Let's go into my trade overview. Hakima Station, Step Mining. Those are the only two we have. Kind of want to go to Farbase 1, but I can't. The only reason I can think of is because my trade convoys can't move through Miasma. And that might be blocking it. But surely there's a way for my units to get to Farbase 1 right now. Anyway, let's ignore that for now. I'm probably just going to delay giving an order to my trade convoy. And we are going to set up a feed site hub in Eintracht, I think. Yep. And we're also going to set up a laboratory in Entwicklung. So let's kill off this scarab if we can. Now we didn't manage to destroy it. But we're going to fortify my CNDR there. And now let's see what damage we can do to the Franco-Iberian. So, going to deploy the Nano Drone Cloud. We're going to possibly set up the Sabres, but kind of pointless at the moment. Let's see. I don't need to use my aircraft to attack any sea vessels, but we do see a Viper here coming down on Gran Exito. I think maybe getting a couple of these units back over towards Gran Exito would be a good idea. Those profits will be jolly good. My Whisper here is currently invisible. Let's maybe take the fight to Brasilia on the water here. I'm going to see if that's a possibility. I don't need my heralds so much near Eintracht at the moment, so we're actually going to rebase these towards Fidel maybe, or even Weltgeist. I think we'll go to Weltgeist, then they can sort themselves out. Okay, so we're going to rebase these ones to Weltgeist. We'll keep 2 in Weisheit, and we'll actually put them on air intercept for now. And I'm going to keep a couple units here, a couple of overseers and a CNDR, that's fine. Need to work out what I want to use here. Don't think I want to move in range of Ainzer with a military unit, so I was thinking maybe we should attack first on the Jellyapod, but we'll just destroy this Jellyapod anyway. I'm not quite sure what to do. Let's move this prophet down here. I think possibly killing off the true Xenoswarm would be a good idea. So let's attack that with my heralds. And we'll finish it off with possibly the true Xenoswarm. Or my Hellion, sorry. Looks like we maybe need one more attack. Yeah, let's do that, and then kill off the true Xenoswarm altogether. It's much more important that I kill a unit than damage it, because I think you guys have seen how many times a unit has just healed to full health. Let's get this Hellion forwards, just to stand in the way, and that means I can get my saber up a bit farther. Let's maybe kill off the Jellyapod. I'm really not sure. I think we just play defensive for now, honestly. I think we'll leave it at that. Okay, so Pan-Asia declared war on Elodie. And that is everything. Okay. Let's see what happens. The other thing I could do with is air interception right now. My Hellion survives for this turn though. So an enemy submarine attacked me. Let's just fortify this Hellion there, and I'm going to alert my Manticore on Demud, and we might be able to take over that settlement this turn, so let's take it easy here. Okay, maybe not this turn. My Whisper can attack, so we may as well hit the Reaver. I think I'm going to move into the settlement and give my Overseer strength and then attack the Reaver as well. I'm going to attack with the city. And it looks like my Nanodrime Hive actually did quite a lot of damage. Okay, we can definitely kill this Jellyapod now. We can actually kill off that Shredder, but whether or not that's a good idea is a different matter entirely. I think possibly the better option would be to attack the Evolved Immortal and then bomb that out with Heralds. Let's heal up this Hellion. And we can use that as well. Then we only have to use one Herald to finish off the Evolved Immortal. Then I might actually sacrifice this Hellion to kill the Shredder. Although I don't think that will actually sacrifice if I set up an air interception. So let's set up a Herald to air intercept. We'll get one Herald to attack the Reaver. Let's just see how far these troops are getting first. Quite far, actually. It's most vital that I destroy this Reaver, I think, at the moment. But at the same time, I do need to start doing damage to these Vipers. Alright, let's attack with one Herald from Gran Exito on that Reaver there. I can then kill it off with the Vortex. I can move forwards the Arbiter. Okay, that should be okay for now. We're going to start moving my Saber forwards. And possibly into range soon. So now these Heralds that are left over can attack this Viper sneaking round here. And we have our Prophet down here, but that can't really do much at the moment. So we're just going to tell that to do nothing this turn. Can my trade convoy now trade with Farbase 1? No, it can't. So we're just going to have to wait again. And at Weltgeist, I'm actually going to get the Surveillance Web. Just so that we get some extra city hit points. We'll keep this worker coming down towards that pillage tile. And this Herald can attack that Viper. And so can this one. If I move up this Arbiter, I think I can actually kill off that Viper. So I'm going to do that. And everything is done once again. Now we do have 762 energy to work with. I'm feeling the need for another C unit. So I am just going to leave my energy to build up a bit more. Let's set up this new expedition. And that's everything fine. Okay, so my Hellion definitely taking a beating. Hopefully won't die. Looks like an enemy Locust will be shot down. And my Arbiter going to be attacked by the enemy Lurker.
Seraphim, Cherubim, Divas, Fravashi, and Yakshas, extend thy arms to cover us, hear us, and convey our prayer to the Lord Creator.
So a lasercom satellite is available to us now, which allows us to continue our quest towards victory. And yeah, that's orbital networks. So let's now actually build one of those. Lasercom satellite. I think I could just buy one, so I might just do that. Or purchase a lasercom satellite. That will actually use up some of our energy. And I'm going to now get a command center in Castellan. I'm also going to get a surveillance web in Weisheit. I'm literally going for like the full military thing at the moment. Let's get the Neuralab actually in Gran Exito. And at Vespada we're going to get the Pharma Lab. We definitely need this health to sort itself out. So for our next technology, we need to go down to hypercomputing. So I'm actually probably going to head towards that, assuming that I can build an emancipation gate as soon as I get level 15 supremacy. That's going to take us 21 turns to get that technology, so I may as well start now. And we're going to upgrade this vortex because I'm going to try and kill off this lurker. Although if we're not careful, a land assault on Weltgeist could be devastating right now. I'm going to have to hurry up with these units for sure. We have a prime nanohive on the way as well, so that's okay. So let's ranged attack the Viper there. I'm going to see how much damage I can do with my heralds as well. It's very important that I kill off this unit if I can. I can probably kill it off with the Overseer attack. Oh, never mind, my heralds did the job. That means I can use the Arbiter to attack the Lurker. I can also use my Vortex. And I would kind of like to use my Whisper, but I'm kind of scared about using it. I'm going to anyway. And we're going to finish it off with a Herald. Okay, so that's got rid of most of the threat on Weltgeist for now. And we can look towards the Franco-Iberians once again. This Herald I might put on to Air Interception. We'll move it into Liqueur actually. So I'm going to move these guys into position now, I think. Move that Hellion round, move that Hellion out of range, that one down. Saber there. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that at all. So we'll move back with that one. We'll move my Prime Nanohive out of the way and set up my Saber there. Right. Let's do nothing with the Prophet again. The Overseer can heal this turn. And I want to take over that settlement, but by doing so I will sacrifice my Vortex, so that's less than ideal at the moment. I'm just going to chill out and do nothing with that unit. So, it looks like that has unfortunately been my time. We're doing well. I don't really think America's much of a threat to me. They're way too small to really do much. We're nearly finishing up with the Franco-Iberians. Killed a lot more of their units this time round. As for Brasilia, we're still at war with them, but they're not being particularly aggressive with me because I think they're dealing with Australia, who is actually doing pretty well against them. So with Brasilia and Australia being distracted, I'm in a pretty good place. I just need to get my technology sorted out. I need to get my health sorted out. But I also need to just destroy the Franco-Iberians, which is going to make my health worse. But the idea of doing that is to get extra technologies off the peace deal. So there's, there is a method in the madness. But that's all for now, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.